Well, Gamecocks 2025 season opener is here just 6 days after a big season opening win in Atlanta, Virginia, against Virginia Tech. The Gamecocks are back at home at Williams-Brice, and we're excited to see what's coming up here. All right, welcome into Carolina Kickoff. Looks like we've got things rolling. I'm Hanna Barton, your host, joined by Debo Williams. Thank you for joining us today. Carolina Kickoff presented by Rushes. We're so excited you're here for our very first episode. And Debo, Gamecocks back at home for their season opener.
It's time to go, man. Let's go. I can't wait. We out here, right here in the beautiful city of Columbia, and it's time to go.
All right, before diving into this SC State matchup, let's recap the season opener against Virginia Tech. The Gamecocks head to Atlanta, overcome some errors in the middle of the two quarters, and come away with the win. Debo, what did you think of their week one performance?
I could say from last year, we put up 18 points on ODU, and I think they did a great job for it to be the first game of the season. Defense played their behind off. Offense is going to keep coming along, keep doing their thing. We had some great flashes from some players. Lenore did his thing, Harbor. Running backs did great. So, and I seen some great flashes from the O-line as well too. So I'm ready to see what it looks like for week 2.
All right, here's what Coach Beamer had to say after that win.
First of all, best of luck to Virginia Tech. Obviously, I've got a lot of respect for that program. Brent Pry is doing a heck of a job. He is the right guy for that job. They've got a good team. They're going to win a lot of football games this year. We knew it was going to be a battle coming in here. I know what that program's about. And they got a lot of really good players. Their record was better last year they were a better team last year than what the record indicated, and we knew we'd be in for a battle.
I mean, it always feels good to get a win. It's a hard win. It's a good team. A lot of tradition, a lot of history in that program. Just to go out and fight like we did and come through in the fourth quarter, I mean, it just felt good.
Proud of our players. It was certainly ugly at times. We made it harder on ourselves than we needed to at times, but we told them at halftime that, I rounded them last year in this game, Georgia-Clemson. I think Georgia was winning 6-0 at halftime. And then you saw in the second half how they just continued to get better, Georgia last year. So we told our players that, it's a similar scenario. And if we are who we say we are, a team that's, tough and has depth and physical and competitive, that we should get better as the game goes.
All right, Debo, what are your thoughts after hearing Beamer and Sellers' comments after the game?
So I honestly did like Virginia Tech, and they had a great QB. His throws were on the money. Receivers were on point. The Gamecock defense was just on point. I can't lie on that. So I think Virginia Tech will have a great season if they continue to do what they do, but they just ran into the Gamecocks.
And there were several players the Gamecock fans were really anxious to see in action on Sunday, but perhaps the most anticipated was running back Rasul Faison. Faison granted eligibility this season by the NCAA after waiting on a decision for most of the offseason. The starting Gamecock running back has had quite the career, graduated from high school in 2018, enrolled at Marshall, left the program after never playing a snap. Then he made stops at Lackawanna College, Snow College, and most recently Utah State before transferring into Carolina. And he was expected to enter the NFL draft after rushing for over 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns at Utah State last season. But instead, he opted to transfer to South Carolina, and the NCAA issued a blanket waiver in response of the case of Vanderbilt quarterback Diego Pavia. Of course, he gets the additional year of eligibility, and now he was able to see if he was to play with the Gamecocks, and thankfully got cleared. And Debo, I would love to hear your thoughts on his first snaps in a Gamecock uniform.
So first, I'm gonna start off with free Zool. About time they let you out, man. I had some personal talks with you before, and I can't imagine me not being able to go out there when I was playing and not be able to play, or not knowing if I could play this season. So I credit you, and just to be able to stay locked in and be able to not knowing if you're going to be able to play this season and just be able to come out there and play a week before. So hats off to you, man. Keep doing your thing. I know you're going to have a great season.
And it should be interesting to see what he does on Saturday. Now, if you're going to the game or watching on TV tomorrow, you'll definitely notice some changes at Williams-Brice. Columbia's own Blanchard Machinery announcing a new partnership with the Gamecocks. Blanchard becomes the first ever company to display its logo on the field. Beginning Saturday against SC State, fans will see Blanchard's logos proudly displayed at both 25-yard lines. And the new deal is part of a 5-year extension between Blanchard and the Gamecocks. And we'll be interested to see what that new field looks like. But coming up on Carolina Kickoff, presented by Rushes, as the Gamecocks kick off the home slate, we hear from USC's newest specialist standout on what he's looking forward to in 2025. So we have that right after this.
Yep.
Introducing this year's Carolina Jackpot $5 scratch-off ticket, featuring a chance to win up to $200,000. You can even enter your tickets into the Second Chance promotion. Step on the court for a chance to win $50, $75, or $100,000. This Palmetto Series lets show who really runs this state.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Smith. Garnet Trust is entering a new phase of NIL, and to win, we need your help. We're asking our community to play a vital role. Whether you're a fan, a business owner, or connect us with one, there is a role for you. Under the new NIL guidelines, student athletes are now required to partner with businesses for marketing purposes, and we have multiple ways to facilitate those connections. To learn more, please call us at 803-205-1796 or email us at info@garnettrust.com.
My name is Adam Gorlitsky, founder and executive director of I Got Legs. We help paralyzed athletes get access to exoskeletons that allows them to stand up and walk again. The South Carolina Education Lottery allowed me to get an education and then use it as a springboard in really launching my organization. It all kind of connects back to making life a little bit easier for people.
More accessibility means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
Hello, I'm Mark Benoit with the Garnet Trust. Do you own a business or know someone who does that loves the Gamecocks? The Garnet Trust has just launched a business membership program. When you become a member, you'll be featured in our Gamecock Business Guide, letting fans know exactly where to do business, and in return, we'll use student athletes to help market your business. Join a winning culture and a passionate community by becoming a part of our business membership and being featured in the Gamecock Business Guide. For more information, please email us at info@garnettrust.com or call 803-205-1796.
Well, welcome back to Carolina Kickoff, presented by Rushes. A new season means new players at some key positions, and last Sunday, Gamecock fans got their first look at punter Mason Love. I got the chance to sit down with Mason earlier this week to talk about his first collegiate start and what excites him most about this year's Gamecock specialists. Mason, thank you for joining us. So we're going to get to the Virginia Tech game, looking ahead to South Carolina State. But first, I want to touch on your journey to Carolina, obviously. Great special teams program here. So what was kind of a big draw for you as a specialist?
Yeah, so definitely being in the SEC was a big part of that. I want to play in front of like the best atmospheres and against the best team. So SEC is definitely the way to go. The weather was definitely a big factor in that. I don't like kicking in the cold, or as much as fun as it looks, it's not as a kicker and punter. So those two are huge. And then just Coach Limbo and Coach Beamer, like the Beamer ball, that tradition, and all those, all the great things that they've done on special teams were very exciting to watch as a fan, and even better to play as.
And you had your first collegiate start at the Virginia Tech game. What was that like? What were the emotions, thoughts, feelings as you ran out to that field at Mercedes-Benz?
It was crazy. Like just listening to Sandstorm running out there, and just seeing the crowd and like the dome and all the fans that were there. It was a lot of adrenaline, and I was really just blessed to be out there. And I think I put in a lot of work this offseason, and I think it showed off.
And obviously you had last year being on the team, got to kind of sit back and learn. And what did that do for you heading into this year?
Yeah, it was. I'm really glad that I was able to do that. Sitting behind Kai and Alex, they really taught me a lot, and so I really think of them as like older brothers. And they taught me a lot of stuff on the field, like with football, and how to go through ups and downs, but also like off the field, how to carry myself like as a person going through because with college football, you have to worry about like the media and fans, and there's a lot of different stuff in high school. So they really taught me a lot of stuff about that as well.
What are some things you really focused on in the off season?
The main thing was my flexibility and recovery. Like before the off season started, like Jody told me that you have a real shot at doing all three, kicking, holding, punting, and snapping. So I really took that as a challenge to like get my body right for the season. And so just gaining weight, gaining mobility, flexibility was a huge part of that.
And now we look forward to South Carolina State. You're going to get to start for the first time at Willie B. How excited are you for that?
Words can't describe it. Like it's crazy just being able to run out there under the lights with, you know, all the students being there and all the fans. So I'm excited for that a lot.
And obviously you got the chance to experience it last year. What makes South Carolina football different, both for SEC fans and just college football fans in general?
The main thing I would say is like just how bought in our team is on special teams. Like, you know, other teams, they don't really put as much focus on special teams. And so, but here, like all the guys are bought in, like they want to be on special teams. They want to be able to show Jody and Beamer that they can do it. And so it's really fun to be a part of.
And obviously we already saw some really great moments from special teams at the Virginia Tech game. What are kind of the goals for you personally this season, but then also as a special teams unit?
Yeah, so before each season, going back to high school, like I always think of 3 goals that I like would want to have. But the thing is, like, I don't like to talk about them and like say them out loud. So, but the goals are like a certain average for punts, and then there's certain like accolades for the end of the season. So those 3 are something that like looking forward to, but I don't like to talk about them too much. But as a team, just being the best that we can be on special teams and taking advantage of every moment. And so Jody talks about being situational masters. So just knowing like what to do with the ball, when the ball comes to you, like what to do, and in certain situations, like what you need to do. So it's just it's fun.
And what are you looking forward to the most for the South Carolina State game?
Now that I have punted in game, just knowing like what to expect and how to take advantage of every moment that I get.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, excited to see what Mason and the rest of the specialists will do tomorrow against South Carolina State. We're going to take a look at the conference as a whole real quick. These were the media predictions for all 16 SEC teams this year. Texas picked to win the regular season championship again, followed by Georgia, Alabama, and LSU. The Gamecocks picked to finish 5th in the standings, and that's a big jump from last year when Carolina was projected to finish 13th in the league. Debo, I'm sure you remember that, but just 10 times since 1992 has the projected champion actually won the SEC title. So projections don't mean a whole lot, and I'd like to know your thoughts on, or first we're going to hear from Beamer, and then I'd like to hear your thoughts on these SEC projections.
Okay.
I mean, we have to earn our respect, and we've got to do it consistently. And when the rankings or predictions come out this week, I mean, the normal schools are going to be probably right up there at the top. And when I say the normal ones, the ones that have been picked near the top for pretty much the last 20 years in the SEC in a lot of ways. So we've certainly got to earn our respect. We've shown we can do it. I didn't come here to go 7-5 every year. I came to South Carolina to compete for championships, and we're there, and we're continuing to develop and get better as well.
And Debo, you've been on teams where they've gotten it wrong. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on this year's SEC projections for the Gamecocks.
So, yeah, they get it wrong every year, but they got the top 3 wrong this year. So first I got South, and then 2, I got Carolina, and 3, I got Gamecocks. That's top 3. Y'all got to get that right, first of all. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. South Carolina, we got to be South Carolina. Gamecocks, we got to be like Gamecocks. When we out on that field, it's nothing that's above us. It's nothing that can be better than us when we play like us. At the end of the day, that's all we got to do, and we'll be on top every single time.
So who do you see the biggest competitors being for South Carolina in the SEC?
I would just have to say us. When we play like us, it's nothing we can do. Anytime we play in a game and we made mistakes, it was because it was our own mistakes. We're not running the right plays. We not executing what the coach is telling us to do. That's the biggest thing. It's never been competitors that would just outcompete us, because that's what we're going to do. Coach Beamer teaches us to compete. That's what we do best. So when we be us, that's all we got to do.
And, of course, South Carolina will open SEC play against Vanderbilt next weekend. But coming up on Carolina Kickoff presented by Rushes, let's hear from Shane Beamer on the South Carolina State Bulldogs coming to town. A little tune-up before SEC play starts next week. You're watching Carolina Kickoff, sponsored by Rushes.
At the time that I applied for this job, you had to have a college degree. Financially, I really wasn't sure what college was going to look like. And when I got a life scholarship, it was such a relief. The fact that somebody going to buy a lottery ticket helped me go to college. You know, everything you do has an impact, and it's incredible.
Safer waterways means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
Hi, I'm Grace Area with Garnet Trust. One of the most powerful ways that you can help is by joining Garnet Trust. Every membership directly funds new NIL opportunities for our student athletes. Whether you contribute $10 or $100 a month, your support adds up to a meaningful impact. As a member, you'll also get exclusive access to events including meet and greets and autograph sessions. A membership is more than a donation. It's an investment in the future success of USC athletics and our student athletes. Join us at garnettrust.com or call 803-205-1796 to learn more.
Introducing this year's Carolina Jackpot $5 scratch-off ticket, featuring a chance to win up to $200,000. You can even enter your tickets into the second chance promotion. Step on the court for a chance to win $50, $75, or $100,000. This Palmetto series, let's show who really runs this state.
If you're a Gamecock fan and a business owner, this is for you. What if every time a customer swiped their card at your business, instead of those processing fees vanishing to some giant corporation's pocket, part of that money went right back to fuel NIL for the Gamecocks? And what if, on top of that, Gamecock athletes like me help promote your business, making you the local favorite? I'm Oscar Elway III, running back for the South Carolina Gamecocks, and I'm excited to share our brand new partnership with Run Payments. We call it Run with the Garnet Trust. Here's how simple it is. 1, your customers pay you. Nothing changes there. 2, Run Payments processes the transaction. 3, instead of wasting those fees, a portion goes straight into NIL opportunities for Gamecock athletes. 4, and the best part, we turn around and promote your business into the entire Gamecock community. That means new customers, more visibility, and real hometown impact. Think about it. You're just redirecting money that was already leaving your pocket. Now it comes back home to support your Gamecocks, and in return, you get exposure from some of the most recognizable faces on campus. Plus, you can even save money on your processing fees. Supporting college athletes has never been this easy or this rewarding. From day one, you'll have a personal representative walking you through setup, equipment, and support. So if you run a restaurant, salon, retail shop, or any business that takes card payments, let's talk. Let's run with the Garnet Trust.
Well, welcome back to Carolina Kickoff, presented by Rushes. So this is the fourth matchup between the Gamecocks and the Bulldogs in the school's histories. Carolina's taken the first 3 in Columbia, winning by an average of 33 points per game. And Carolina's looking to start the season 2-0 for the second straight season. And here's what Beamer had to say on that matchup.
Looking forward to this Saturday night to be back home against South Carolina State team that has so much tradition, so much pride in their program, and rightfully so, a team that's won multiple conference championships in recent years, played for the HBCU National Championship last year as well. And there's some great football that's being played in that conference and across the country.
And Debo, it's always good to get a little tune-up before SEC play. So what do the Gamecocks need to do tomorrow against South Carolina State?
Don't come in a game plan. Just be serious, do what we do, and execute. So we can get out here and we can see some of the 2s and 3s in the Forest play. You know, get to see some freshmen play and get the tune-up and get ready for LSU for the next week. So just come out and dominate and do what we do.
And what are some improvements that you want to see from week 1 to this week for the Gamecocks?
Coach Shule, let's open up that playbook, baby. Let's do it. I believe in y'all, man. Defense, I need donuts. 0 points on the board. I said it last year. I'm going to say it this year. I'm going to say it 50 years from now as well. So let's do it and let's dominate.
And what do you think fans can expect coming in to the South Carolina State game in terms of the energy and everything like that? Even though it may not be the Gamecocks' toughest opponent, what is it going to be like? You've played under those lights when it's the first first home opener of the season. What is that energy like in the stadium?
It's great. It's great. The first home game is always jam-packed, so I wouldn't expect nothing less tomorrow. At the end of the day, we got to show who's the best team in the state of South Carolina, you know, and then we're going to finish off at the end of the season as well. But it starts with this game right here.
All right, well, super excited to see that. But coming up next on Carolina Kickoff, presented by Rushes, the Gamecocks go on a deep-sea fishing excursion in the Low Country, and you don't want to miss this. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Smith. Garnet Trust is entering a new phase of NIL, and to win, we need your help. We're asking our community to play a vital role. Whether you're a fan, a business owner, or can connect us with one, there is a role for you. Under the new NIL guidelines, student athletes are now required to partner with businesses for marketing purposes, and we have multiple ways to facilitate those connections. To learn more, please call us at 803-205-1796 or email us at info@garnettrust.com.
My name is Adam Gorlitsky, the founder and executive director of I Got Legs. We help paralyzed athletes get access to exoskeletons that allows them to stand up and walk again. The South Carolina Education Lottery allowed me to get an education and then use it as a springboard in really launching my organization. It all kind of connects back to making life a little bit easier for people.
More accessibility means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
Hello, I'm Mark Benoit with the Garnet Trust. Do you own a business or know someone who does that loves the Gamecocks? The Garnet Trust has just launched a business membership program. When you become a member, you'll be featured in our Gamecock Business Guide, letting fans know exactly where to do business, and in return, we'll use student athletes to help market your business. Join a winning culture and a passionate community by becoming a part of our business membership and being featured in the Gamecock Business Guide. For more information, please email us at info@garnettrust.com or call 803-205-1796.
Introducing this year's Carolina Jackpot $5 scratch-off ticket, featuring a chance to win up to $200,000. You can even enter your tickets into the second chance promotion. Step on the court for a chance to win $50,000, $75,000, or $100,000. This Palmetto Series, let's show who really runs this state.
Welcome back to Carolina Kickoff, presented by Rushes. It was a fun and busy offseason for the boys in the Garnet and Black. Last month, the Garnet Trust and Columbia PFG, Dick's Sporting Goods, and Getty's all took some of the Gamecocks down to Charleston for a deep-sea fishing trip they'll never forget.
Woo! Damn! Oh boy. Oh, is that a shark? Ooh, that's a shark, bro. Oh my God. What the? Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Hey, he already got get right, man. Get right, babe. You got it. Yes, sir. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Really? Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. I'm told you, boy, I ain't kept the number state record. We're trying to act up. Come on. There we go. Yes, sir. I got many more in me. Oh, that was an eater. Sure. Oh, yummy. Yeah. Good food right there. Is that a shark? Ooh, that's a shark, bro. Oh my God. Okay, man. That's a shark. Oh yeah. We gotta go. Oh, what the man? This talking. No. Oh, he got this. Oh, walk the way. Oh, somebody get it. What the? Oh. Hey, come on, wait. Look at it, bro. Look at the shark, man. Come on, nigga.
We want to thank Columbia PFG for gearing us up to be out here. It's a beautiful day, having a good time. We will appreciate y'all again. Shoot, man, we came over here, got a dub, caught a bunch of fish. We started out slow, but it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
All right, and looks like the guys had a ton of fun down there in Charleston. Our thanks to our wonderful sponsors that made it happen. And if you want to see more, you can watch the entire video on 1801 Media's YouTube page. And coming up on Carolina Kickoff presented by Rushes, we sit down with one member of the Gamecock football team whose life completely changed thanks to the South Carolina Education Lottery. We'll be right back with that.
Hi, I'm Grace Area with Garnet Trust. One of the most powerful ways that you can help is by joining Garnet Trust. Every membership directly funds new NIL opportunities for our student athletes. Whether you contribute $10 or $100 a month, your support adds up to a meaningful impact. As a member, you'll also get exclusive access to events including meet and greets and autograph sessions. A membership is more than a donation. It's an investment in the future success of USC athletics and our student athletes. Join us at garnettrust.com or call 803-205-1796 to learn more.
Introducing this year's Carolina Jackpot $5 scratch-off ticket, featuring a chance to win up to $200,000. You can even enter your tickets into the second chance promotion. Step on the court for a chance to win $50, $75, or $100,000. This Palmetto series lets show who really runs this state.
If you're a Gamecock fan and a business owner, this is for you. What if every time a customer swiped their card at your business, instead of those processing fees vanishing to some giant corporation's pocket, part of that money went right back to fuel NIL for the Gamecocks? And what if, on top of that, Gamecock athletes like me help promote your business, making you the local favorite? I'm Oscar Alway III, running back for the South Carolina Gamecocks, and I'm excited to share our brand new partnership with Run Payments. We call it Run with the Garnet Trust. Here's how simple it is. 1, your customers pay you. Nothing changes there. 2, Run Payments processes the transaction. 3, instead of wasting those fees, a portion goes straight into NIL opportunities for Gamecock athletes. 4, and the best part, we turn around and promote your business into the entire Gamecock community. That means new customers, more visibility, and real hometown impact. Think about it. You're just redirecting money that was already leaving your pocket. Now it comes back home to support your Gamecocks, and in return, you get exposure from some of the most recognizable faces on campus. Plus, you can even save money on your processing fees. Supporting college athletes has never been this easy or this rewarding. From day one, you'll have a personal representative walking you through setup, equipment, and support. So if you run a restaurant, salon, retail shop, or any business that takes card payments, let's talk. Let's run with the Garnet Trust.
Welcome back to Carolina Kickoff, presented by Rushes. Each week on the show, we'll introduce you to a Gamecock athlete that's earned the support of the South Carolina Education Lottery through one of their education scholarships. And this week, we sit down with Gamecock offensive lineman Jake Recker. We're going to hear from Jake in just a second here. Jake, thank you for joining me today, sitting down to talk about your experience as a Gamecock, and we're going to get to that. But first, the South Carolina State Lottery has obviously helped a lot of students and a lot of athletes like yourself be able to live out their dream of being a Gamecock. So I'd love to know the role that it's played for you to get here.
So being a walk-on the State Lottery has definitely helped me in my decision to come play here. It plays a huge role in being able to attend a school and have to pay for school. And it was really the deciding factor in whether or not I came to play ball here. And so having that is a huge factor, and it really helped me out.
And as you decided to come here, what did that recruiting process look for you? And did you grow up a South Carolina Gamecock fan?
Yeah, so I actually did not grow up a Gamecock fan, but I do remember in elementary school, I always put my cans in the canned food drive for the Gamecocks. Growing up in South Carolina, I've always seen like Gamecock fans and the games and whatnot, and it's always seemed really cool, but I never even thought about like playing here. I didn't think that was an opportunity that I'd be able to have, but throughout my recruiting process, I had many D2 offers, a few D1, and I got this PWO from South Carolina really late in my recruiting process, and it was a really hard decision to make because I have to pay for school, and I don't want to have to put that burden on my family or anything like that. And so deciding to come here, it was really hard for my family and I, but I think where I am now, it's really been, it's worked out.
And as you've gotten to kind of live out that decision, what has your experience been like as a part of this program?
It's been amazing. I haven't actually been able to play in a game yet, but I have traveled, and it's been so fun. And I just try and bring energy and be joyful in every moment because I'm so blessed to be here.
And anyone who was watching that Virginia Tech game probably saw you on the sidelines bringing the energy. What was the response like from your friends and family, but also Gamecock Nation, just seeing how much energy you were bringing?
Yeah, so I mean, I just kept running up and down the sideline. I didn't really think about it too much. But when I got in the locker room after the game, I checked my phone. I just had tons of notifications on Instagram and Twitter and whatnot. And it was just my family and friends like put me on their story and whatnot, just saying like, I'm just seeing all these videos of me like all over the place. I'm like, whoa, it was kind of crazy. And I had people I don't even know just like messaging me and telling me they love my energy. And so it's definitely something I'm gonna keep doing. And I was super happy that I was able to do that for all those people.
What are some opportunities that have come from being not just an athlete, but also a student here at the university?
I think one of the coolest things about being an athlete is I get to work with all the trainers and whatnot. And I'm an exercise science major. And so I want to be an athletic trainer or a physical therapist. And so being around that every day and seeing how everything operates on a day-to-day basis is really cool. And I think it's honestly going to help me so much in my process as an exercise science major.
All right, now as we're looking forward to this season, what are some things that you're most excited about?
Most excited, definitely to get in the game. I want to play. Obviously, everybody wants to play. It's not easy to do, but I'm super excited to hopefully get in the game this year. And I want to keep making the travel squad and just bring energy every single game and just support everybody on the field. Because, I mean, momentum can shift in a game, and when fans fall out of the game, it changes everything, like on a bigger scale than just the momentum shift. And being able to bring the fans back into the game to support us, even when we're not playing our best, is really important, and I hope to keep doing that.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, a huge thank you to Jake and a huge thank you to the South Carolina Education Lottery for helping so many South Carolina athletes and students receive the support that they deserve. But that'll do it for us. We want to thank our amazing guests, the Garnet Trust, the University of South Carolina, and our tremendous sponsor, Rushes, and the South Carolina Education Lottery for making this all possible. And we'll see you guys next week.
Go Cox.
I'm your host, Hanna Barton, and for Debo Williams, we'll see you guys later.